Boris Johnson plans to resign in 6 months because of lingering coronavirus health problems, according to Dominic Cummings' father-in-law.
Here's a summary of the article.
UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson plans to stand down in 6 months' time because of lingering health problems caused by the coronavirus, the father-in-law of his closest aide Dominic Cummings has reportedly said. The Times of London Diary reported a conversation between Sir Humphrey Wakefield, father of Cummings' wife Mary, and Anna Silverman last week, in which he is alleged to have revealed that Johnson would resign early next year due to the lasting effects of his time in intensive care. Wakefield reportedly compared Johnson's condition to that of an injured horse who is brought back too early. Prime Minister Johnson spent 5 days in intensive care at London's St Thomas's Hospital in April after catching the coronavirus. "It was a tough old moment, I won't deny it. They had a strategy to deal with a death of Stalin-type scenario," Johnson said in an interview with the Sun newspaper in May. "I was not in particularly brilliant shape and I was aware there were contingency plans in place." Downing Street has been keen to dispel any suggestions of lingering health problems, with the Prime Minister posing for photographs whilst doing press-ups, and photos of Johnson jogging being distributed to UK news outlets. Johnson has been UK Prime Minister for just over a year after succeeding Theresa May as Conservative Party leader in July last year.
This post received a score of 56,000, with an upvote ratio of 75%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
From the article, Who to Believe?
There's one more degree of telephone game. Well, I'm convinced.
I think this is probably one of the more ludicrous sources I've seen in an actual newspaper article. It reminds me of the Facebook copypastas my relatives do. Copied and pasted from my friend whose roommate is a nurse.
You're telling me an acquaintance of the father-in-law of the advisor to the Prime Minister may not be the ideal person to say exactly what the PM is thinking?
Greater than you're telling me an acquaintance of the father-in-law of the advisor to the Prime Minister. To be fair, it's one fewer steps than you might assume. Dominic Cummings is less an advisor and more the guy with his hand up Johnson's ass making his mouth move. If Johnson ever decides to resign as PM, it wouldn't surprise me one iota if Cummings knew about the decision before Johnson himself did.
Yup, Cummings is 100% the personification of Malcolm Tucker from The Thick of It. If you want to understand the British political class and also laugh at some of the most creative swearing you've ever heard, then I can't recommend that show enough.
Peter Capaldi found new ways to say the word fuck in that role, and it is one of the most moving portrayals of politics to date.
Okay, fuckity bye.
Well, fuck a pot noodle.
Yo, my mate's dad heard down at the pub that his buddy's sister heard that Boris is going to quit in like 6 months. This is what British politics sounds like sometimes.
11-year-old trains fox to attack old people. Could this cause _cancer _?
Jesus Christ, could it? I have to know, tell me damn it.
Tune in at 11.
Fighting the Frizzies at 11.
This is frankly the biggest game of telephone I've ever seen published. Dominic Cummings' father-in-law, Humphrey Wakefield, reportedly told a woman interviewed by the Times of London that the Prime Minister would quit early next year over lingering health problems caused by the coronavirus. So to make that clear, Boris Johnson's advisor's wife's father told a woman who told a newspaper, which was then reported on by another newspaper, that Boris plans to resign. I don't agree with the UK government on much, but I'm not surprised they said it's bullshit.
Greater than. So to make that clear, Boris Johnson's advisor's wife's father told a woman who told a newspaper, which was then reported on by another newspaper, that Boris plans to resign. And now it's on the front page of Reddit and a bunch of people are going to act like it's a fact. Gotta love news nowadays.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.